Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. Um, did anything interesting happen today? uh, I think a lot of interesting things happened today, but I don't know where to start. Well, I do, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let me see who's here. All right. Uh, Callie Jin, thank you so much for being here. Teddy Bongo is here. Thank you very much. The Ultimate TV channel is here. Thank you. Thank you. And a bunch of other people. Let's see. Church Nelly, member for 50 months. 50 months membership. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Connie Balmer. Hey, Connie Balmer. Joan Garcia. Elaine Parker from the UK. Okay. Well, let's get on with it then, shall we? This just came out about 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. Now, I don't know how true it is, but you have to admit it is very, very interesting. According to the article, for the first time in 8 years, Meghan set to return to acting after 8 years with a role in a comedy movie, and she'll play herself. Now, I don't know what to think. It is not a very big article, and we all know that the fail has been wrong on many occasions, but just like a broken clock, sometimes they get it right at least twice a day. But that doesn't account for all the other hours of the day. But it says Meghan is set to return to acting 8 years after she quit Hollywood to become a working royal. Now she is set to star in a new film alongside Lily Collins, Brie Larson, and Jack Quaid. Meghan will reportedly play herself in the film Close Personal Friends, which follows two couples where one is famous and the other is not. She was seen on set today in Pasadena. There are no photos. Los Angeles, in the Amazon MGM studio production. Holy crap. It is very specific. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of draws me into it, is that they are very much into details, as though, I don't know. A source told The Sun, that is, this is a massive moment for Meghan and signifies a return to doing what she truly loves. She has been swamped with offers, but this one felt right. Prince Harry is, of course, really supportive and quite simply wants Meghan to do whatever brings her joy. Meghan is best known for her role as Rachel Zane in the hit US TV drama Suits, but also had Hollywood roles in Horrible Bosses, Get 'Em to the Greek, and Remember Me. Harry and Meghan stepped down as working. Oh God, I'm going to read all that. Okay. So far, the article has not been shady. Duchess of Sussex previously claimed she struggled to get acting roles in her early career, which I'm sure most actors will say the same thing. She told how she could get plenty of auditions, but was regularly rejected by directors, which was a lot to chip away at um, your self esteem. Now, I will say this though, a lot of times Megan was rejected because she wasn't black enough, she wasn't white enough, and that was one of the main reasons right there where she could barely get a foot in the door because of her appearance. Beautiful, but not quite what they wanted. Experts said the former royal may be having some trouble when it comes to finding where she really fits in as attempts to juggle her as ever. Now, see, they're going into opinion, and I don't feel that right now. Duchess also admitted in a recent podcast she had sometimes missed acting. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. So far, not so shady. Now they're starting to quote Tom Bauer, so I think I'm done with this. Yeah, I'm done. Once I see Tom Bauer, I'm out. Yeah, there's no need to quote Tom Bauer. Let me see. Church Nelly says I was rejected for a job once for not being sober. And all I wanted was to be in charge of the damn communion wine at church. I understand. I understand. Let's see. Well, I tell you guys, aside from the need to put Tom Bauer in there as if he's some kind of authority, the article is not so shady, at least the first half of it. I mean, it just kind of tells you what they believe to be true. That would be a lot of fun to see Megan playing herself. And I really do think Megan, this obviously is a romantic comedy. And I think Megan loves a good rom com. Megan is actually living proof that there are real romantic comedies in this world. So that would be very interesting. And well, no doubt she has received a lot of offers because let's face it, her name is bankable, right? She is quite bankable. Wherever she appears, the interest in whatever follows her. So, yeah, I could see that happening. Uh, let's see. Frankly, I'll wait to hear that news from Megan. Yeah, I mean, it's not official until we hear it from Megan. So, all of this is speculation, but again, it is very specific. So, um, even down to the names of the co stars. So, it will be interesting to find out whether or not this is true. But if not, then that's going to leave some people with some egg on their face. So, we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for the super chat. Uh, well, like I said, we'll see. It's not much by way of details. Um, and let's see, who are the other actors again? It would be fun to see her playing herself, but kind of like with Oprah, it would be very difficult not to see Oprah, you know? And because Megan is so well known and photographed, I guess one of the strongest things she could do at this point is play herself. Let me see. Lily Collins, Brie Larson. Oh, Lily Collins. That's the one from the Paris. Yeah, that's the one from that Paris thing on Netflix. Okay. Wowee. If true, if true, this is going to be a lot of fun. Emily in Paris. Yeah, that's the name of it. Emily in Paris. If true, this is going to be a lot of fun. So let's see what happens. And well, nothing to do but wait, right? This could be something that we wouldn't even see for like a year. You know, sometimes it takes a whole year before a movie is actually in the can. So, okay, well, let's move on from this then, and we'll go to another topic. The Duke of Sussex on the sea. Prince Harry observed demonstrations from the base dive team, deck team, weapons display, operation team, and band members speaking with personnel in attendance about their dual roles as reservists and civilians. So there you can see Harry hanging on to the, I guess it looks like some type of patrol boat or something like that. I don't know the terminology for it. And then check it out here. Prince Harry in Toronto. The visit highlighted the vital role reserve forces play in Canada's military capability. Reserve members balance civil careers with military service, create a bridge between military and civilian communities. You don't say. Okay, very cool. And check it out. There are a bunch of photos which you can find on the, I was about to say Archwell website. Yes, if you go to the archwell.com, go to the Archwell website, you will see all of these images and then some. So do make it a habit of going over there to support the Sussexes because, you know, this is the most accurate firsthand news from them that you can find. So it says Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, spent time with members of Canada's reserve forces during his visit to Toronto, meeting with soldiers from two historic Army Reserve units. The visit highlighted, let's see, the vital roles reserve forces play in Canada's military capability. Reserve members balance civilian careers with military service, create a bridge between military and civilian communities while maintaining operational readiness for deployment worldwide. Okay, this is weird. Where am I hearing this voice coming from? Uh, okay, I got something else talking to me here. Hmm, take a quick. Oh, there it is. Uh, oh dear, where are you coming from? I got another screen talking to me. Just a second, I need to turn this off because it's distracting, and I know not where it comes from. Huh. Okay, maybe that fixed it. Thank you for your patience. Where the hell did that come from? Okay, creepy, 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 creepy. All right. So, as I was saying, Prince Harry met with soldiers from the Queen's Own Rifles of Canada and the Royal Regiment of Canada, Lieutenant Colonel Chris Boileau, or is it Boileau, commanding officer of the Queen's Own Rifle, and Lieutenant Colonel Adam West. That was Batman's name, right? Remember the first television Batman? His name was Adam West. Commanding officer of the Royal Regiment of Canada discussed their unit's recent deployment and ongoing contribution to Canadian military operations worldwide. The Queen's Own Rifle, founded in 1860, is Canada's oldest continuously serving infantry regiment. Riflemen from the unit have recently deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq, and Poland. Among other operations, Lieutenant Colonel Boileau, who deployed to Baghdad in 2016 under Operation Impact, and to Warsaw in 2022 for Operation Unifier, shared insight about training efforts for the armed forces. Check it out. There's a whole bunch of pics here. You may have seen this one and this one. Not this one, of course. The Royal Regiment of Canada, one of the country's oldest infantry regiments, has participated in nearly every major Canadian military operation since Fenian raids of 1866. Lieutenant Colonel West, who deployed to Afghanistan in 2006 as a Force Protection Platoon commander, discussed how regiment members continue to deploy on operations including Operation Impact in Iraq, Operation Reassurance in Latvia, and Operation Unifier in support of Ukraine. Check out that huge group shot there. All right. Chief Warrant Officer Justin Thorne and the Chief Warrant Officer Marian Gillis Najlis, the Regimental Sergeant Major of the Queen's Own Rifle and Royal Regiment, respectfully spoke about the unique challenges and the great reward of reserve service. Both senior non-commissioned officers balanced military leadership with civilian law enforcement careers while mentoring to the next generation of soldiers. Yes, we love mentors. Okay. At one of the largest of the Royal Canadian Navy 24 Reserve Divisions, Prince Harry met with Commander Paul Smith, who made history as the first Black commanding officer of the unit in 2021 and the first Black commanding officer of a Canadian warship in 2014. I don't think either one of these guys are the ones that they mentioned. Is the one that they mentioned, should I say. Commander Smith and Chief Petty Officer Second Class Andrew Payton provided an overview of the unit's mission and train and deploy sailors for Royal Canadian Navy operations while maintaining a strategic presence in Canada's largest city. Prince Harry observed demonstrations from the base dive team, det team, and weapons display operation team, and band members speaking with personnel in attendance about the dual roles as reservists and civilians. Some families joined the visit, reflecting the community and support. Reserve service members, the base currently consists of 335 members from the Greater Toronto Area who serve part-time while maintaining civilian careers, a tradition that dates back to the Second World War when over 16,000 people joined the Navy through the unit. Okay, and lastly, by the way, this is in the Archwell website. Prince Harry's engagement with these units acknowledged the dual commitment required of reservists and the families who support them. Through training, deployment, and domestic operation, reservists contribute essential capabilities to the Canadian Armed Forces while remaining deeply connected to their local communities. The visit took place as part of his time in Toronto at the invitation of True Patriot Love, Canada's National Foundation for the Military and Veteran Communities. Nick Booth, CEO of True Love Patriot, was also present. Okay, so there you go. Now, Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. And Kavon Slims, thank you so much for the happy belated birthday. Thank you very much, and I greatly appreciate that. And of course, as always, thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening today. There is Prince Harry signing that guest book. Also, you can see him sitting there in another meeting. And talking to the young people, inspiring the next generation and the next. Okay. Wow, now that is a weapon. Oh, a little starstruck, are we? I don't blame them. So, again, according to Global News, Prince Harry in Toronto this week for several events tied to Remembrance Day. Okay, leave that there for a moment. Joan Garcia says, Baron, you said you don't check emails very often. Please check it when you can. I sent you an Amazon gift card for coffee on your birthday. Wow, okay. I will have to do that. Yeah, I do apologize. Not only do I not check often enough, I have had an extraordinarily busy couple weeks. It is very odd for me to actually host family in my home. But that's exactly what I did. And that among other things. So I am very grateful because everyone came together to make this a really great birthday for me. So I am particularly grateful, and I'm also exhausted. So after this week, I hope and I pray that I can, take it a little bit slower than I have the past couple weeks. It has been exhausting, but it's also been a lot of fun. And again, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. So thank you very much, and I will check that out ASAP. But if I don't mention it, please do remind me again. I hope that won't be a problem. But do remind me again if I don't mention it by the end of this week. Okay. Oh, and thank you for the super chat. Hey, Joy Moore. All right. So again, Prince Harry's in Canada for Remembrance Day. And do recall, you guys, this whole trip was planned over a year ago, even though the palace, or Kensington Palace in particular, They are trying to call it one-upmanship. They're crying foul because they really want to believe that Harry was trying to be petty with the announcement of this trip, but Harry did not select these dates. They were selected by whatever concerns there were uh, in Canada. So, totally not his call, but it is still going to be a very fruitful mission that he's on. And of course, I will be rooting for him ever so discreetly on the sidelines. All right. All right. Do your thing, Harry. We outside. Now, check it out. Breaking as ever by Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is making is brick and mortar debut at a gorgeous space for gathering that's close to their hearts. Godmother Bookstore. Explore as ever in person. We'd love to see you there. Yes, your ears do not deceive you. Your eyes do not deceive you. Do believe Megan worked on that display herself, and that is at the Godmother's bookstore, which is where both Megan, several other notable people, including Oprah Winfrey, have made an appearance. So if you are in that area, this will give you an opportunity to go and look at the As Ever products up close and personal. So I'm pretty sure this was a very nervous moment for our Duchess, because it's one thing to do things by mail order, but to actually see the fruit of your labor on display in a whatever shop, specialty shop, it doesn't matter. But to see your product on display, that has got to be a very surreal moment. So, cheers to our Duchess for all of her hard work. And of course, all of the other men and women who made this moment possible. Okay. Ah, you know what? Remember I told you they had all of that? Well, I won't bore you with this. Um, just something else I noticed on the StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard has, I'm proud of them. They have really been trying to keep up with times. So there is the As Ever Holiday Collection at the Godmothers. You can see the bookshop there, which looks like a very large repurposed barn with that rather, do they call that a, I guess they call it like a Dutch roof or something like that? Well, anyway, you have that very identifiable. And then on the right side, you can see for, I believe that costs $44. Yeah, I believe that collection with this keepsake box is 47 US dollars. But that is a beautiful gift. And this is exactly what Megan, not Megan, but Oprah Winfrey was using as part of her favorite things today. So, favorite things is something that a lot of people are always excited about, especially during the Oprah Winfrey show when she first started the favorite things. Now, I posted that video earlier, and just for fun, I added that music, sunshine and roses, and da 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 da. These are a few of my favorite things. Anyway, I added that tune to the video because it needed something. It just really needed something. So, but yeah, that was fun. You know what? Let me see. I may want to yeah. Yeah, I may want to let me see if I can hmm, do I have it? I was kind of concerned. Yeah, probably shouldn't play it. I was going to play the one with the Oprah, but I probably should not play that because Oprah is so strict about her um her copyright. So yeah, I better not do that one. Don't want to get on Oprah's bad side, but I can show you the one from our Duchess, which I'm going to do that right now. Uh, hmm. Oh, all right, all right. Give me just a second. Let me fix this so it looks proper. Uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. Cancel, cancel. Don't want to send it there. That's where I want to send it. Got it. Come on, come on. I was about to send it to the wrong person. I want to send it to myself so I can share it with you. Although I'm pretty sure some of you have already seen it. But let's see. Let's make it do what it do. Mm, come on. I'm not even sure this is working, but let me give it a try. Okay, let me give it a try. Oh, come on. Don't be so precocious. There we go. That was my first big word of the day. Precocious. All right, so it is ready. And let me share it with you right now. So let's dance, our last dance. So let's dance, our last dance tonight. Last chance, oh yes, it's our last chance for love. Here we go. Okay, now that Halloween was not supposed to be back there. All right, let's try this one then. I'm going to try it again. Okay, so you see right there, Oprah, I'm sorry, not Oprah, but Megan unwrapping, or no, yeah, unwrapping a box. Take a look at that again. Give it a good tear. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. If you really want to impress someone this season, try that. Try that. I already know who I'm going to gift it to, but that is beautiful. Oh, wow. Just wow. Isn't that something? Beautiful. Yes, yes. Where's the applause? Okay, you gotta love that. You gotta love it. Hey, soul brother. And there on the left side, again, you can see the display. And on the right side, this is why I say I believe that Meghan set up the display. But you know what? Why does that look different? Because where Meghan is over here, I mean, I'm looking at the windows. I'm pretty sure that's not uh, anywhere in her house, right? But I'm looking at the windows and I'm looking at that huge table or both tables. So it seems like it's the right place, but it seemed like it's a very different setup. Oh, you know what? I think I get it. I think I get it. I would say that Megan was experimenting with things. And so that green garland that you see there, that had to go because it was taking up way too much space. And so it seems like if you throw your eyes over to the left, that Megan decided to go with a very much I guess less fussy look. Yeah, it's not so busy like the one on the right side. That would have been too much, probably too much. But the one on the left side is clean and elegant. A great way to display things so you won't feel overwhelmed or crowded or whatever. So there you go. I'm going to guess that that's what happened here. And as you can see, People Magazine is talking about it too. People Magazine says Meghan, as ever brand, set to debut in its first store and landed a spot on Oprah's favorite things list. The Duchess of Sussex fruit spread got some major love from a pal ahead of head of the holidays. Okay. So it continues. It says, as ever, brand is celebrating the holiday early with some big news. On Wednesday, November 5th, the Duchess of Sussex shared the exciting news that her signature fruit spread gift box was selected. Now, remember, it's just the gift box was selected for Oprah Winfrey's annual holiday wish list, Oprah's favorite things. Meghan made the announcement in her brand's latest newsletter, quoting her media mogul friend endorsement as Oprah says on oprahdaily.com, before my neighbor Meghan started her business, she shared her homemade recipes with us. I'd love to drizzle it on an English muffin or yogurt or ice cream. I also have, I'm sorry, I also love bringing a jam or preserve as a hostess gift. And with this pretty box set of orange marmalade, raspberry, and strawberry spread, just add a bow and you're all ready to go. Now, I have not tried the strawberry. I have not tried the strawberry, but I think that is going to be my project in the very near future is to, I'm going to do like the entire taste test. Why not? I'm going to do the entire taste test. It's too exciting. Okay, Lizzie Beth. What say you, Lizzie Beth? Got all three of As Ever honey. Oh my goodness, child. Dark chocolate dripped in Meghan's honey, along with her teas sweetened with her honey is good. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Lizzie Beth. And I do hope you continue to enjoy your favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. Let's see. And as long as I don't know how that song goes. My favorite things, I don't feel so sad. Oprah. Yes, a few of my favorite things. Sonia Johnson, welcome. Hey, Mackenzie, Kim Coates. Let's see. Megan added, we're honored to be included in the season's quintessential guide to gifting. So much love is poured into each recipe to bring the brightness and warmth of the golden, that is, not the golden, the garden, not the golden, to bring the brightness and the warmth of the garden to your home in every season. As ever, Instagram page also shared a video celebrating Oprah's selection. Well, I want to watch, I guess you got to go to oprah.com or something like that to watch it. But I want to watch the whole thing where she's like showing all of her favorite things. But I do believe it's on video somewhere. Yeah, I do believe it's somewhere. Sorry about that. I just kicked myself out. Church Nelly says the raspberry spread was worth the wait. The strawberry jam is good too. Okay. Get my slides back up. Yeah, I just kicked myself out somehow. And yeah, you guys can hear me. Great. Very good. All right. See, where did I leave off? Nope. Nope. Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to go here. Now, we heard Megan mention something about going into the stores. So I'm going to play a sound bite and just to refresh your tea so you can hear Megan say it herself in her own words. Okay. Let me grab that.
Well, I'm curious, as you think about expansion for As Ever, we've talked a little bit about obviously there's global appeal that you could tap into, and there's also stores. Right now, you're direct to consumer. Can we expect to see some of your stuff maybe in like a Target, or where could we physically buy it, do you think, in the next year?
Well, I think retail component is so important, especially in growing a business, but also what I'm really working to convey and my intention with As Ever is getting back to things that are tactile, how we connect with each other. You want to put your hands on it. How does it feel? And you can only convey so much of that, obviously, in videos or in e-commerce. So I think my intention would be to have really bespoke, small retail collaborations, do some interesting ones as well in global territories. And then, of course, as you think about scaling, you know, it's a brand that's accessible, but it still has a quality that feels as though it's masstige. And so when we think about larger retailers, I think in the next couple of years, that would make sense.
So I'm curious, as you think about expansion for As Ever, we've talked a little bit about obviously there's global appeal that you could tap into, and there's also stores. Right now, you're direct to consumer. Can we expect to see some of your stuff maybe in like a Target, or where?
Okay, so I won't play that one again. But there you go. Megan kind of dropped a hint right there And now we know exactly what the intention was. And let me see. Okay, let me go back here again. Okay, I'm going to take a look at a couple of your comments here. Mumbles is going to pull her wig out. Our Duchess wine made it to the store. Oh, let me see here. All right, let me see. If you're a tea drinker, Megan's teas are heavenly. I got them all. Her products are on point. Did you hear that? It's on point. That means it is excellent. Let's see. And Soul Brother says, I appreciate Oprah supporting Princess Meghan brand. The UK media and royal family must be foaming at the mouth. Ah, they tend to do that on a good day. I could imagine what's happening right now. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. Kavan Slim says, that's what the deranged fear international shipping and box store expansion because it adds up to billionaire. Yeah, you know, it really does. It really does. Meghan means business. Okay. Meghan means business. Now, I'm not sure what the long term strategy is, but our Duchess ain't playing around. Yes, our Duchess is not playing around. She means business. She means business. Thank you very much, Kaman Slim, for the super chat. So there are a lot of you that just joined us. I want to know what your thoughts are about this. Ready for her close-up. This is where we started off today. This dropped about 30 minutes ago. No, I take that back, about an hour ago. Not sure what to think. However, they seem to be very certain about their sources. Normally, an article like this, I would not share. However, seeing that they are going through the extraordinary measure of using a big, headline like this, I was wondering, could it possibly be true? It started off with a little small thing that I ignored. And then next thing you know, they filled up the whole headline with this. So they're saying that Lily Allen, it's a romantic comedy, and Meghan would play herself. Jack Quaid and Brie Larson. So that's Lily Allen, bottom right, right? Brie Larson, I believe she's the one who played Captain Marvel in the Marvel movies. And then there's, I guess that's Jack Quaid right there. So please, you guys, if you have any thoughts about this, let me know. Again, I don't usually share stuff like this, but they seem so sure of themselves, which, they've made mistakes before. Plenty of mistakes. So what makes this different? I cannot be sure. Meghan returning to acting. Let's see, Sky News. Oh, you know what? 18 minutes ago, Variety also has gone with that news. Meghan returning to the screen with a small cameo role in the feature Close Personal Friends. Variety has confirmed Lily Allen, Jack Quaid, Brie Larson, and Henry Golding are starring in the comedy that is currently shooting around Los Angeles. Also appearing in the comedy are SNL alum Melissa Valisior? Who else? As well as Natasha Dimitri, okay. Anna Conkle, oh, I'm sorry. Patty Harrison, Jack Shallow, and Dustin Dimry Burns. So again, you guys, now they said that Meghan was spotted around Amazon Studios or whatever. Okay, but there are no photos to support this. But they said today that Meghan was seen at a studio. But what makes me very skeptical, I don't see any photos to support it. Sonia Johnson says, I'm taking a wait and see attitude. Understandable. That is totally understandable because the stakes are so high. It's best not to make a mistake. So I agree with the wait and see. Although I'd be lying if I didn't say that I was excited because this is a bit exciting. And not to mention just fun. It would be a lot of fun. So, but yeah, let's wait and see. That is a healthy attitude, is to wait and see. Let's not get all carried away. Joe Garcia says Meghan could have been taking her as ever products to the studio. Okay. Now, you know what would get me really excited? If I found out that Meghan was in an episode of Emily in Paris. That would really get me excited. Oh, I would be so excited because I love Emily in Paris. Hey, aren't we overdue for the next installment of that? Are they returning? Carolyn Mentor says, I won't be shocked if it's a lie. Well, I tell you, if you were the Sussexes and you really wanted to like F with the tabloids, this would be a great way to do it, is to make them believe something like this and to have them go like falling all over themselves to report it. And then it's just not true. So that would be very, very shady and exciting all at the same time. I love it. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to what was next in the lineup, which is this. Vanessa Feltz is taking off air as Channel 5 shelved her talk show after 7 months to make way for the Christmas schedule. Really? You mean to tell me Vanessa Feltz doesn't have a favorite thing? Huh? Since Vanessa likes to make fun of As Ever, right? Remember she was doing that? She was making fun of As Ever. Well, maybe in this instance, um, maybe her show is not being taken off and they're just telling her that it is just to mess with her, just to see if she neglects to come to work. That would be so cruel. But anyway, well, it couldn't have happened to a nicer person or worser person. Vanessa Feltz' Channel 5 show on the brink as rating plunge amid crisis talks. Now, some months ago, they were saying that the show was on the verge of being canceled and that they had crisis talks. And now they're just taking the whole thing off the telly. Wah, wah. How about this? Worrying times. Channel 5 bosses are crisis talk. The future of Vanessa Feltz' talk show, show, just 2 months after her launch. Well, maybe if she wasn't making fun of Meghan for those early shows, maybe that wouldn't have happened. And then this is the Vanessa Feltz I never wanted to know. Passion pair. I love wearing sexy knickers for my man, and we've had more than ever in Vanessa Feltz. Please do not put me through this. When I saw that the first time, I was just like, I felt acid coming up the back of my throat. I did. I felt acid coming up the back of my throat. I was like, ugh. I don't want to think about it, Vanessa. How dare you? Prince William hears how mangroves do a better job with carbon than rainforests, writes Chris Ship with a P, not a T. Yes, Chris Ship with a P, not a T. Here's the story. This article was shared on ITV. Well, I'll put it to you like this. When a particular squatty took this screenshot, it had already been up 11 hours and it was only liked or shared. Let's see. Do I still have it? You know what? I cut the bottom of it off with the information. Let me go back and find it so I can tell you. Oh, yeah. It was 7 comments. It was shared 9 times, 18 hearts, and yeah, that was it. So for the first, it was 13 hours it was up. For the first 13 hours, there was very little acknowledgement of this particular article in the, what do you call it? On the ITV Twitter site. Because nobody's paying attention. Nobody really cares. They even had the nerves to try to say that William has become some type of new sex symbol because of the way he performed out there playing volleyball, because of how tenacious he was playing volleyball. How did I know that he would be very expert in the game of volleyball? How did I know that? Not rugby, not American football, baseball, none of that stuff. Certainly not hockey. How did I know that he would perform like magic? How did I know that? Because he always has looked a bit light on his loafers. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying? He, what am I trying to say? He always looks like he's on the verge of ordering a, wait for it, a pulled pork sandwich. Yeah, he looks like he's always on the verge of ordering that famous pulled pork sandwich. Okay. These are a few of my favorite things. I don't feel so sad. Ozell Dunlap, happy belated birthday, Baron. I hope you had a wonderful day. Please forgive me. Well, the day was perfect. As a matter of fact, it was kind of like a whole weekend of birthday celebration, something that is unusual for me because I'm always so quiet and dignified about those days. But still, I am so glad that that I received that kind of acknowledgement and now from you. So thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And I believe Casey and the Sunshine Band said, keep it coming up, keep it coming up. Don't stop it now, stop it now, don't stop it now. Keep it coming up, keep it coming up. Don't stop it now, stop it now, don't stop it now. Yep. So thank you very much. Oh, Truth About the Royals' Money by Robert Jobson. Robert Jobson. Beatrice Eugenie finances why William wants to hide his tax, and so on and so on. Robert Jobson seems to have made a few enemies. They like us to believe that he goes after William, that he deliberately attacks William. Yeah. So anyway, Robert Jobson, he wrote an article some time ago calling out William for his laziness and such. He also wrote the most boring book ever about Prince William. Let me see how many copies have that book sold. Robert Jobson, Prince William book. Okay. I think it was the one for his 40th birthday. I'm just going to take a look at Amazon and see how that book is doing. Well, I tell you what, says here, oh, I'll do better than that. I don't know how to tell you how many books they sold, but I can do this. I can tell you, let's look at some of the ratings, shall we? Well, let's see. Not the most objective account. Another person says hit piece, and another person said almost unreadable. Now, that's more of a slight against Robert Jobson than Prince William, but I think you get the point. These books are written with the approval of the subjects. So William or his people signed off on that boring, trivial book. It's like a permanent record. It's just like an oil painting. It will be there for the long haul. And it is a way for the family to keep track of to keep track of official accounts and such. That's all. But entertaining, interesting, no. Let's see. Nash Singhby, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. All right. Sarah Vine, Camilla's cheekily dismissed Kate's glossy influencer style video as like a shampoo commercial And I think I know exactly how the Princess of Wales would have reacted. Yeah, right. Listen, you guys. Camilla apparently told some of her friends that she thought the same thing a lot of people were thinking, that this video of Kate walking through the forest and jumping over sand dunes and all the rest of that nonsense, they felt like it was like a yes, the urban essence commercial, like, or what did I say it was? I said it looked as fresh as a summer's eve. That's what I thought. I thought that video looked as fresh as a summer's eve. Either way, it was tacky. And Camilla mentioned that to her friends. Now, of course, there was a lot of people that condemned that video, and even a few reporters or Royal Rota people, they said that the video was a bit much, that Will and Kate are trying to substitute official royal duty by making these slick, glossy videos instead of actually going out to meet people. And of course, I don't want to have to repeat it, but I have to just to make the point. Queen Elizabeth said, "I must be seen to be believed." And same with Will and Kate. They need to be out amongst people. Not making these videos is stupid. The day of the coronation, Will and Kate are late because they were making yet another video. Where does it end? And then we find out from Robert Jobson's book that William was hoping to do only 10 engagements to round out 2024. He wasn't sick. His wife was supposedly sick. So what does he need to rest for? Nobody else who calls themselves a head of state or a future head of state, an heir to a throne, nobody else would take that level of absence and then wonder why people are talking about them. It is absolutely selfish and foolish, which means that he was leaving more work for his father. Very unfair. So Robert Jobson has been calling William out, and a lot of people are very cross with him because of that, because they don't want any more truth bombs. So, but if the truth fits, then so be it. That outfit Camilla has on looks like Auntie Esther from the Sanford and Son. Bum 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 da. Yep. That is an ugly outfit. If it's, no offense to anyone who is like a teacher at a nursery school or something like that, but that's what it seems like. It seems like a volunteer grandma, like she volunteers at a nursery school or at a, like a Head Start program or something. I don't know. But yeah, she looks like she's volunteering at a resale shop. And not only is she a volunteer, but she's also a customer. I was thinking that too. But I wouldn't limit it to myself. But surely the Sussex squad's comments about that commercial that Kate and Will made, I'm sure that has really gotten around. So I would not doubt that one bit that the word on the curb got out there, and then all of a sudden, Camilla's repeating it. Yep, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, this was fun. One of the squatties made this. What happened? Oh, that looks so real, doesn't it? What happened? Oh, I thought this was great. I thought this was really, really great. I love it. And guess what, you guys? I'm done. I am so done. So I tell you what, if there's anything that comes up later, I will be back later. But in the meantime, I'm going to bid a farewell for now. Thank you so much for joining us. And of course, I had in mind the likes of Church Nellie and Elaine Parker and a few other people who are unable to stay up later. So I rushed to get done as soon as I could today, just to make sure, because it's good to have as many different voices as possible in our lives. So I'm glad that Church Nellie and Elaine Parker, Soul Brother, and a few other people made it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, these are a few of my favorite things. And when I have my favorite things, I don't feel so sad. And I don't know the words. All right, I'll see you guys later. Cheers.